Alright, so as you can see, I'm in what I call my little workroom, office slash workroom, or whatever. So I am starting more seeds. Since it's towards the end of January, I want to go ahead and start my brassicas for the spring. So if you don't have like starting trays or anything, if you want to go ahead and start saving your water jugs or milk jugs, you can do that, and planting those as well. So I cut the top part off. This is the top part. I cut off, and I just put in my seed starting mix in here and seeds, and these are the Georgia southern collards that I planted here. And I also planted some Morris head collards. I accidentally planted the mustard, some mustard greens in here, but it's no worries, you can transplant mustard greens or turnip greens. You can transplant both because I have done it before. I meant to plant something else in this one, in the mustard seed one. And I have some broccoli going. And these are all going to be for spring. I will be planting these in my area in March. Alright, so I have another jug here that I cut. And you want to make sure that you put some drainage holes under the bottom. So I'm just taking a knife and I just gonna poke about 4 holes in the bottom in different areas. And of course you're gonna need drain holes for any container that you use. You have to make sure you have some drain holes under the bottom, so that this will ensure that your seedlings will have good drainage. You don't want soggy soil or water sitting up in your soil that can rot your seeds, and it also can cause the roots of your plants to rot or get stagnant or anything like that. So I have my seed starting mix, and I have soaked it in water. So what I like to do is I just like to squeeze a little bit of excess water out of there, because I just want the seed start mix to be moist. And I'm going to just place it right into my container. And if you're doing any container, make sure that your containers is food grade. And of course these are food grade containers, because this was once a water jug and also milk jugs that I have here. Okay, So that's my soil, and it's nice and fluffy. Hello everyone, this is the next day and I'm just finishing up planting some more seeds. So I just want to talk a little bit about the types of onions that I can grow in my area, and I am zone 8B. So these are the onions that I bought from my local feed and seed store, and these are called onion sets, and they just basically like little baby onion bulbs. And I always had problems with starting these, and they didn't specify if these were long day or short day onions, because mostly here in the South we have shorter days in the South where the sun is out. So what I had to do was I had to look for this company. It's called Hungenberg produce. And immediately what I didn't notice was the city and state that it comes from, Colorado. Colorado would be considered an area that maybe have, you know, long day sunlight for these to grow. But I'm not for sure why the store will even sell these here in Mississippi if these won't grow as well here when we have short day for sunlight. So I did plant some of these in two of my rectangle planters. All I can do is see what they do. They might not do anything at all, but I just planted a few in some planters to see what they were gonna do. But I did my research. I just Googled, so what are some short day onions that I can plant here in the South? for a short day in for my area, and I came up across these seeds. I've already showed you guys these seeds when I did my seed haul. So these are the Texas Grano. Never grew these before, or never grew onion from seed, and this will be my first time growing onion from seed. So I just want to know how these are going to turn out for me. So I want to go ahead and get these planted, and just to see how that's going to work out for me. So I will be using my jug containers that I collected over a period of time for planting in, and this is my already mixed and moistened seed mix, and this is just some peat moss and perlite. Just gonna put it in here. Scoop over. Okay, so that's how the seeds look. They look real small, look like little pieces of charcoal. Okay, so I'm just gonna sprinkle these in just all over. If you're interested in how I made my soil mix, it's really simple. I have a video where I started my tomato and pepper seeds. It would be on that video if you're interested, but it's pretty easy. You can even Google how you can do your seed starting mix. Everybody use different things, different products. Mine were just basically peat moss and perlite. Some people use peat moss and vermiculite. Okay, and simple as that. I got my onion seeds planted, so I'm gonna write a label, and all the onion seeds are planted. And these are only going to be for the seeds to germinate in. So once they get big enough and germinate, then all of these seedlings will be repotted until they are big enough for me to plant, or until the season comes for them to be planted outside. So I have a few more seeds that I'm going to plant. I have some kale, also some beets, some rutabaga, and more cauliflower. While I'm planting seeds, I'd like to share a quick story about my little buddy right here that's on the table. This is Smokey. So Smokey has been missing for a week, from I believe January the 14th, if that was Thursday last week. And didn't have a clue or any idea where he could be. I recall on that Thursday morning, I had to take my mom to a doctor's appointment that morning. And mostly all of my cats are in the house. So I took my mom to an appointment on Thursday. When I came home later that evening, he was gone. My children said that they couldn't find him. They didn't know where he was. So I assumed that he had, you know, the dog chased him off and he ran away, or ran away too far where he couldn't find his way back. So we didn't see him none at all for a couple of days. Well, Friday, my sister called me and she was over at my mom's house. She said, I keep hearing a cat whining, like crying. And when I went outside, I saw another cat in the back of mom's yard. And it's not one of the cats that she normally has around her house. And she said, you know, this cat looks a lot like your cat. Well, I was confused because I was like, well, my cat can't be over there. We live like 20 minutes away. I live 20 minutes away from my mom, so I didn't bring a cat with me. Or how would a cat be over to her house if I didn't bring it? So I wanted to see if it was my cat or not. So I went over there, and sure enough, it was my cat. How did he travel all the way to my mom's house with me is a mystery. I don't know. He wasn't inside of my car, because I would have seen him if he was inside my car. So the only explanation I can say is maybe he took a ride in the engine somewhere under the hood. I'm not for sure, or under the car. And maybe when I got over to my mom's house, he may have jumped out of the car, from under the car or something. It was just the weirdest thing. And it's kind of scary to think about it, because what if I was like at a stoplight in traffic and he decided to just run off in traffic? Like, you know, it was just so weird, you know, to me to you know, just to think that he rode in my car, outside of my car, that is, 20 minutes away from home to over my mom's house. But I got him back home, so you know, everything is fine. He wasn't hurt or anything like that, and you know, he's back at home. But that's the story on Smokey. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick story of my cat Smokey. So back to the vlog. As you can see here, I'm just showing you guys that I reattached the top half of the jug back to the bottom half of the jug by taping it. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to place a dome back over the soil to act as a greenhouse. And this will help the plants kind of seal in moisture and not dry out quickly. And you wouldn't have to worry about watering frequently or anything of that nature. And I will be able to add water to the top of the jug if my plants, if they need any water. And I am going to place these jugs under grow lights as well. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just retaping the top halves back on the bottom halves, so it can be like a little greenhouse. So I have all of my jugs done. So now I'm going to share with you guys the germination of my seedlings, of my tomato and pepper seedlings. So here I have the California Wonder Peppers. Now, just this past Monday when I showed you guys, there weren't any germination of the pepper plants. So this right here is about a great 90% germination on those bell peppers. These are the Rama tomatoes here, and as you can see, there's more seedlings, and also they've gotten a little bigger as well. And the next tray is the beefsteak tomatoes, and as you can see, they have increased in size and also increased in numbers as well. There's still a lot of seedlings that didn't germinate in this tray as well, but that's okay. I'm gonna work with what I have, and I can always replant. are the Granville pepper mix, and this is supposed to be a mix of different colored bell peppers. And as you can see here, that I have some germination on that as well, and they are looking great. The last tray is the jalapeno peppers, which is one little seedling popped up after a couple of days and nothing else. So I'm going to give these a couple of more days, and I hope that more seedlings pop up for the jalapenos. But you guys, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me while I plant some seeds for spring gardening. And I hope you guys, if you're interested in gardening this year, that you go ahead and get yourselves ready for spring gardening as well. I thank you guys so much for watching. And also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. And you guys have a blessed and great day. I will see you guys next time.